Hello everyone and welcome back to more Fantasy Life I. In today's video, we're going to take a look at all of the remaining Treasure Grove exclusive bosses and their materials as of version 1.4. In later versions of the game, they might do some updates like the one they did recently, which made a lot of Treasure Grove exclusive bosses not exclusive anymore, which would be very nice, but they could also, of course, add more exclusive bosses to the Treasure Groves. So if that is the case, just look for any like 1.5 update videos or any update video that is posted after this one to see if anything new has been added to the list. But yeah, you might stumble across some really good recipes like the Summer Flask over here, which if you want to make the best legendary version of this tool, you will need a Monster Crystal, and that Monster Crystal is a drop from a Treasure Grove exclusive boss. Luckily, I think this is the only tool, if I'm not mistaken, and weapon that still requires one of those Treasure Grove exclusive items, but there's still a bunch of other things in the game like pieces of equipment and like just objects in general and meals as well, like the flying sashimi set. If you wanted to make this, you need a high flying fish, yet another Treasure Grove exclusive material. So still a bunch of things out there that actually do require these materials, and you might be wondering where you can get them. So even if you have played this game for, let's say, over 100 hours, you might still be missing some monsters and gatherables over here in your encyclopedia, and that's because there are still 5 bosses in the game that are Treasure Grove exclusive. So let's take a look at them and what they can drop. First up, we have the Shadow Tyrant over here, which is an exclusive monster to the Treasure Groves, but he luckily does not drop anything that is not dropped by another monster in this game. So the Shadow Tyrant normally will drop the Monster Tail, but if you want to get one of those Monster Tails, you can also take down the Mohawkosaurus over here, which, as you can see, primary location is in the Depths B3, but you can also find him over here in the Multana Wastes if you have an area rank of 5 at least, I believe. So if you need Monster Tails, just go ahead and take out the Mohawkosaurus, but do know that if you want to complete the encyclopedia, you will have to take out the Shadow Tyrant at some point. The best way to do that, by the way, is by just putting up a cross save over here. After that, you just want to replant a couple of saplings until you get the right boss to show up, and if none of them are to your liking, you can just go back to the title screen, reload that cross save. You should have all of your saplings back, and you can just keep repeating that process until you find the right boss that you're looking for. A very simple but also very time-consuming process, unfortunately, which is why I really don't like these Treasure Grove exclusive bosses. Up next, we have the last monster boss already. All of the other ones are going to be gatherables, and that's going to be the Crystal Behemoth. This boss over here is the culprit of dropping the Monster Crystal I talked about in the beginning of this video, so that is primarily why you want to take this one out. He also drops the Giant Scale, but if you want that one, the Lord of Death also drops it, which this one was previously also a Treasure Grove exclusive boss, but since the most recent update, I believe they added some area challenges to Gynomosia, which made the Lord of Death not exclusive anymore. So if you need Giant Scales, you might just want to try your luck getting that area challenge to spawn in Gynomosia, beating the Lord of Death and getting it that way. Up next, we're going to cover some fishies. The last 3 bosses that I'm going to talk about are all going to be fish. Up first here, I'm not quite sure how to pronounce this, but we have the Beelzebub Tuna. As is the case with all of the boss fish, he is going to drop himself, so he's going to give you the Beelzebub Tuna, and he's also going to give you the Devil's Fin. Then we have the Great Lucky Bream, which will drop itself as a fish, and it's also going to drop the Lucky Pearl. And then the final Treasure Grove exclusive boss as of version 1.4 is the High Flying Fish, which will again drop itself and also drop the Nimbus Scales. So that is pretty much it for this video. Not that long, but I just know there's going to be a couple of people that don't know where to get these materials and might not immediately know where to start looking for them. So yeah, if there is something that you really want to craft and they require one of these items, I pity you because it's not going to be easy to get them. But with that, as always, thank you so much for watching. If you enjoyed this video or found it helpful and you want to see more stuff just like this, definitely don't forget to like and subscribe if you haven't done so yet. Not even 5% of the people watching my videos are actually subscribed, so I would appreciate it a lot if you would do so. And with that, I'll see you guys in the next one. Alright, later. Bye.